Well, for more now, I want to bring in CNN political commentator and Republican strategist Alice Stewart. She joins us from our Washington bureau. Great to have you with us, Alice.
Thank you, Linda. I appreciate it.
This was the first provocation by North Korea since Donald Trump took office. Let's just take a listen to how he responded.
I just want everybody to understand and fully know that the United States of America stands behind Japan, its great ally, 100%. Thank you.
That was it. That one sentence statement from Donald Trump. It seems quite unusual. Was he being reined in, do you think?
I think, Linda, if you look at the picture of him standing shoulder to shoulder with the Prime Minister of Japan speaks 1,000 words. And look, this comes on the heels of 8 years of the Obama administration that has a foreign policy of leading from behind and withdrawing from the world stage. And here we have President Trump, who campaigned on America first, the strength of our nation, and having peace through strength. And what we're seeing as a result of this test is peace through strength, and also there is strength in numbers. We had President Trump joined, as we just saw, with the Prime Minister of Japan, who says these tests are intolerable. He says he is 100% behind Japan and standing with Japan. In addition to that, we have NATO officials saying that this is completely unacceptable. We have members of the UN Council and European Union officials saying that they also condemn the fact that North Korea continues to disregard the UN resolutions, and that is powerful. And when you have such a united front by world leaders against North Korea, it says quite a bit.
The U.S., of course, has troops in South Korea and Japan. The Trump administration, we're hearing now, has promised to reinforce and strengthen the alliance. In real terms, what could that mean?
It could certainly be a good show of force. I think also, in addition to military might, we can do quite a bit with regard to these tests in dealing with China. China has a great deal of influence over North Korea, and we should continue to impose sanctions. We should work with China to try and convince them to pressure North Korea to do away with their continued testing of these ballistic missiles, and that will do just as much, if not more, than putting more boots on the ground and more military might.
Alice, I just want to pivot now to one other major policy issue, the executive order on the travel ban. It's failed twice in the courts now. President Trump hinted that a new executive order could be signed as early as Monday or Tuesday. What do you think we can expect?
I think it would be wise, a couple different tracks. He can appeal what's currently out there. I think that would be better to slow roll the appeal in hopes of getting a Supreme Court nominee on the Supreme Court. But what they need to do with regard to filing another executive order, rewriting it, look, they have the law on their side. The U.S. Code 1182 grants the president the permission and the responsibility to suspend the entry of aliens into this country if the president deems them detrimental to the United States. He has that law on his side. What they need to do, based on the feedback and the questions we got from the three-judge panel, is they needed more evidence and more information as to why these 7 countries were chosen, what imminent threat did these 7 countries pose to the United States, and outline that a lot more specifically in future executive orders, and also be more specific in doing away with those that have green cards. Certain groups of aliens needed to be excluded from the executive order, and if they fine-tune the executive order with the help of our newly confirmed Attorney General Jeff Sessions, they will be much more successful in a following executive order than they were on the first one, because this one was hastily rolled out, hastily executed, and clearly wasn't successful. But with the law on our side, which we do have, they can be successful in the future.
All right, Alice Stewart, we'll have to leave it there. Really good to have you on the program. Thank you.
Thank you, Linda.